I'll just wait for the links and everything to catch up. Good afternoon. Welcome. Hi, Ruth. Good afternoon. A lovely day. Well, it is here now. Wasn't very nice to start off with, but it's beautiful now. We'll just give it a couple of minutes. Hi, Trudy. And then we'll get going. Hey, hi. Welcome. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Such a lovely day. So, got everything ready. Hi, Helen. Hi, Kay. Woohoo! It's so nice to see you. Trinity, hi. Welcome. I think that's how you say your name. It's terrible, isn't it? Need to check. Happy lunchtime. Happy Monday. Can you believe it's Monday already? Where did that weekend go? I went bed Friday night, woke up. It was Monday morning. I swear that's what happened. Gosh. Right, so what we're going to make today. Let's get started. I've got an Easter scene for you today. I love these colours. And I love this technique. I know I've done it before, but it is one of my favourites. And you guys seem to like it too. Hey, Keith. Welcome. Trudy. Oh, Trudy, thank you. Bless you. That helps. Right, I have some multifarious card, and that's just over 14.5 centimetres square, which is just short of 6 inches. So you could do it 6 inches square to fit on a 7-inch card. Would be fabulous. Hi, Kate. Oh, sorry. Said hello already. Never mind. I can say again. It's because I love you so much, Kate. That's what it is. So how do we start? We're going to start with Roland. I love my Roland. He's welcome. Hi, Gloria. And we've got some alcohol inks. We've got Gooseberry, Ocean Blue, and Harvest Yellow. So I'm going to start with a little bit of blue around my sky area. So we're not being precious about it. We don't need a lot. And then a bit of grass with the gooseberry around the bottom. Not too much. I always get carried away with alcohol inks. You don't need a lot. And then in the middle, for that nice sunny feel, we're going for the Harvest Yellow. This will all mix. So don't worry too much. And each time it's going to be different. So to blend that all off, I'm going to use the Absolute blending solution. Now you can be quite generous with this. And then my puffer to start that blending process and to move it around a little. You've got some time, so don't panic. The blending solution helps keep it quite wet for a while. Now it doesn't matter if it doesn't go right to the edge. Don't let that worry you. I'm going to add a little bit more sky because I seem to have a lot more green than I do sky. You can always add it. There, that's better. That's what I'm looking for. I've got a nice bit of sky, bit of a sunrise, and some grass down at the bottom. Okay, so you have to squint to get it's artistic license. I'm going to pop that straight on top and give it a rub. There. Perfect, just what I wanted. Bit of cloud, bit of sunrise, bit of grass. And then Roland just needs a little wipe, really. Nothing more than that. Get some of that alcohol ink from underneath. Now I've heard people say that their alcohol ink stains their gel press. I haven't had much of a problem with that, and I use it a lot. But if you do, don't worry about it. It doesn't stop your gel press from working. And a little bit of isopropanol might clean it up. A treat. So, see, I don't let that worry me. I've got the small masks. To help create a background. Hi, Chris. We seem to have picked one up, but there's always one somewhere. I won't let it worry you. Right, so I've got a nice hill mask. And I've got the olive. Blend it off in my lid. Then I'm going to always start on the mask and blend it down. There's one. And then we can come underneath. Tip that round. Then we can do a little more land, grass underneath. There. It's a nice little landscape going on. Now, if you want, you can brighten up that sky with a bit of yellow. So I'm using the lemon drops. Just to pull out some of that yellow a little more. So there we've got a background started. Onto the stamping. Now this is the floral wreath, and I'm going to use it like Pussy Willow, I think, today. And I'm going to ink that up in Green Oasis. It's beautiful, isn't it, Kay? Such a vibrant little colour. All the colours are gorgeous. Just drop dead gorgeous. I love them. Real brights in there and some real softs. Perfect. Right, I'm going to scoop this just around the bottom and up to one side. There. How do you clean your stamps? I just squirt with a little drop of water and give them a gentle rub with a cloth. Let's move that out of the way. And now I've got dandelions. Now this is one of the older dandelions. I love this. It's dandelions 2, so it's LAV 220. And using the same green, going to add that to my background. So it's framing that bottom left corner. And I've got gorgeous Laurie. She's such a beautiful little hair. And I'm going to ink her up in Morning Mist. Pop her down. Oh, isn't she beautiful? And then I've got a pair of the smaller hairs from the Wild Hair set. And it is the small set. There's one. Two. And the third one over on the right. There, surrounded by her babies. Now, within the floral wreath is this beautiful little stamp, like flowers. And I'm going to ink this up in Lilac Bloom. Hi, welcome. Varsha. And we can add these in as we go round. It extends that corner. Very pretty. Such a beautiful little stamp. Thank you, Cornelia. Welcome. Oh. Let's have a clean piece of paper. Well, that's all the stamping done for now. So now we can add a little colour. And for this, I'm going to use my Gioconda soft pastel pencils. I absolutely adore these. And they go on so beautifully. So I'm going to start with Lola. This is a paler grey from the set. And we can give them a little highlight. Down the back. Let's put those little fluffy tails in before we forget. I don't want to go over an area. It's lovely. They're all standing slightly differently. There, now I can see. So this is a darker grey. And I can just finish that colouring. Just adds a little shape to those gorgeous stamps. Hi Dawn, currently on a boat in Windermere. What a lovely day for boating on Windermere. How gorgeous. Wow. Envious. Love Windermere. There, so we've got a little bit of depth to our bunnies, or hares in this case. And we can just deepen that green on the foreground, just gently. Thank you, May. There, now let's add some colour to our pussy willows, because they don't look much like pussy willow at the moment. I always think these remind me of rabbit tails. Thank you, Gloria. Hi, Sue. These pencils, these pastel pencils, sit so nice on stamped images and alcohol inks. It's lovely. Just take your time and enjoy the process. That's what it's all about. There. Now we're going on to a little bit more detail now. Posca pens at the ready. And I've got yellow and white. I'm going to start with yellow. And we can add some centres to our flowers. And round and about. I love the little details. This is what makes the card special. It's what makes it yours. So enjoy this process. Very pretty. Now, if you have a look at some Pussy Willow catkins, you'll see there's little yellow fluffy bits over the top. So we're going to add those little yellow bits. The pen wasn't giving much ink, squished it and then I got lots of ink. It's a good job I did it on further up the paper. At least we can dip into it and use it, not waste it. There, we're getting there now. Excuse me. Just keep dotting. Does make a difference, makes such a difference, I think. It's worth doing it. I use the floral wreath, Gloria. Makes a lovely Pussy Willow. Well, you want to get your alcohol inks out, Trudy. They are beautiful. They make such lovely backgrounds, and because they're permanent, you can paint over the top without moving it. So once it's there, it's there. There. Some nice little buttercups in the grass while we're there. So that's the yellow. And get that out of the way before I dip something into it. Let's try the white. Really is a nice way to use them, isn't it, Kay? That takes the scary bit out of it, I think. And of course, it's onto your normal paper, so you can then stamp over it. Something that you can't do on the non-porous surfaces very easily. You can, but it just takes some doing. So we're just adding a little bit of texture to these Pussy Willows. And whilst we have the white pen out, I'm going to add some to these dandelions. Right, we just need to make sure that that is nice and dry. Cara, you're right. You have got to use the alcohol inks. They are gorgeous. Why the side yellow? Oh, it's just brightening up that area, that's all. You can't control alcohol inks very well. You have to let them go where they go. So just to add a little more sunshine, I added a little more yellow. It is fab. Right, so finishing touches. Pop my pencils away. And get out Quickie glue pen. Another one of my favourite techniques is just adding a little bit of sparkle to the card. So where the gel press hasn't been, I add some dots, little and big. Make it quite random. Yeah, it's good to be in a well ventilated area when you're playing with your alcohol inks. It's not too bad. Don't get too worried. As long as you've got some air coming through, they're fine. I've used them all day for 3 or 4 days at the open day without any strange effects. Some might argue with that, but there you go. They're not so bad. Don't get them near a naked flame either. They are very flammable. Yeah, I think we're about there. Right, now I need to make sure that that has dried. Oh, I see. It's from the Posca pen you're talking about. Yeah, you need to, when it stops flowing, you need to jab it. You push it up and down on its nib. And that encourages the ink flow. But always do it away from your work because it can come out quickly. Sorry, I misunderstood the question. Strange me. Chris, what are you saying? You know me too well. Thank you, Kay. Thanks for reminding everybody. Yeah, thumbs up, please. That'd be lovely. Well, that makes sense, Trudy. You've got to look after your health. So, you can let that ink dry for quite a while. You can go away, make yourself a cup of tea, have dinner, whatever you need to do, and then come back and it'll still work. The trick is to make sure it's dry enough. If it's wet, it won't stick. So we're going to use fab foils, and I'm going to use gold. Now, if you've not seen this before, oh, it's magic. So that's the sheet I'm going to use. It comes in a very long strip. You get a metre of it like this, and you just trim off just a little at a time of what you need. And you can keep using it until it's all run out on the bits that you cut off. There's a white side and the colour side that you want. So it's colour side up. I'm going to start at the bottom, give it a little rub, and just peel it off. See if I can remember where it is. Oh, look at that. And just keep turning your foil around until you've used it all. It goes quite a long way. Eileen, shopping trip, huh? Very nice. There. And this I can save because all of this can be used. I'll pop it back in my bag for another day. So let's get this matte and layered. So I've got some green card. I thought it would look best on there. So I did find my bippity boppity, thank goodness. And we're going around the edge and some in the middle. Alcohol inks are just so lovely to use. Their colours are amazing. There's such a lot you can do with them. This is one way of using them. It's quite a safe way of using them. Nice because you can stamp directly without having to do anything else. I'll have that one today. So I'll put a 1/4 inch around it. Always save my offcuts for another day. Thank you, Lynn. There's the green. Now let's find some white card to put it onto. I've got some plain white card. I can pop that onto now. clean piece of paper and give it a good rub. Oh, bless. Oh, can't you make her an Easter card instead? You can give her both then. I'm sure she'll love that. So let's see if we can get... I'm just checking the width. Yes, I can. So I can use this 3/4 of an inch measure to finish it off. Put my knife away so I don't cut myself. Because I'm super, super accident prone. There. That's a big piece of card to pop it onto. So hopefully you can see all that beautiful, rich sparkle. You could use foils or the flakes are really nice. You get loads of different colours with that. Makes it look fabulous. I'm just having a quick look at the messages. Exactly, Kay. That's why I like it, because it makes it so much easier to stamp onto. Made a stack of snails. I love stack of snails. Oh, I'm glad you saved. I know, it's pain, isn't it? Well, we'll just have to revisit them again, won't we? I haven't used the flakes in ages. Oh, the flakes are beautiful. They do get everywhere, but they're beautiful all the same. Thank you, Trudy. Good. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you so very, very much for joining me this lunchtime. Don't forget, we've got the open day coming up and the online crafting event. So, you know, you've got to be in it to win it. So keep your eyes open for that. Coming up on Wednesday, what are we using on Wednesday? I'm going to show you how to use texture paste. You know, the one we used with the snowdrops right at the very beginning of the year, I think it was. Well, I've got another use for them. I was playing with them and I got all excited because it worked a treat. So I'm going to share that with you on Wednesday. If you don't have alcohol inks, you can use any of your elements onto your gel press. You can use acrylic paint and you can use your oxides. They all work a treat. I hope you got on well, Sylvia. You'll be able to catch up. Bless you. You did. Good. I'm so pleased. Yeah, you can use any of the inks on there. You can do it direct or you can use your brayer. It'll work a treat, I promise. You can even splash it on. Right. Time to get off. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a wonderful Monday. I hope it's kind to you. And I keep thinking of all the guys back at the head office moving. They've been working all weekend. They've worked so hard for this open day. I think they might need a hug when we see them next. Bless them. Constant, it is constant. The things they do for you guys. Well, that's because we love you all so much. So have a fabulous week. Take care and I'll see you Wednesday over on Facebook. Lavinia Stamps page. Take care now. Bye.